Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome to this week's episode of Energy, Intuition, Transformation. I'm Sue Williams, the Spirit Psychic, and it's a joy to be here with you again. I love doing my shows every week. They're such fun. And each week we take a little time to pause, breathe, and listen to the quieter messages moving through our lives. These might be messages from spirit, from intuition, or from nature, and sometimes from the simple wisdom of an oracle card, which is what we'll use this week. And this week's message actually feels like a gentle exhale. The card I've drawn carries an energy that many people are deeply needing right now. In a world that often feels fast, loud, and demanding, this card brings us back to something softer. The message is about harmony. How beautiful is that? And it's about allowing sweetness back into our lives, reconnecting with the inner child within us, and remembering that life does not always have to be hard to be meaningful. And sometimes the greatest healing comes not through effort, but through gentleness. So this week's Oracle card segment. The Oracle card comes from a very cute little deck that I've just been drawn to use this week, and it's the Magical Spirit Oracle deck. And the card from this beautiful little deck this week is Harmony. And so cute, the illustrations on these cards. And the message on this card is, may sweet and soft things find you. Ease, inner child, softness. Very different from things we've been talking about recently. And this is a beautiful message from Spirit, reminding us that life is not only about pushing forward or solving problems or striving for the next goal. Sometimes our spirit simply needs rest. Sometimes our heart just needs some kindness. And sometimes our soul needs to remember joy. And the energy of harmony invites us to soften the way we move through life. It encourages us to slow down, to be kinder to ourselves, to reconnect with the simple, nurturing experiences that bring us back into balance. And perhaps most importantly, it calls us back to our inner child, the part of us that remembers how to feel that wonder, curiosity, and joy without needing a reason, just allowing it to happen. So, what does harmony really mean? Well, harmony doesn't mean that life is perfect, which is a good thing. It doesn't mean that there are no challenges or responsibilities, because harmony is about balance, the ability to hold life's complexities while still allowing space for peace, creativity, and softness. Many of us have learned to live in survival mode, especially at these times with things going on in the world. And we push through with busy schedules, responsibilities, and expectations. And we become very good at coping, organising, and achieving. But over time, that constant effort can create tension in the body and heaviness in the heart. So harmony invites us to rebalance that energy. It asks us to remember that we are not machines that are designed only to produce or to solve problems. We are living beings who need beauty, rest, laughter, and connection just as much as we need progress. So as we do every week, let's do a short meditation. This week it's called Returning to Softness. So let's take just those few moments to reconnect with that softer energy. And remember, please do not listen to this meditation while driving or operating any machinery. And if you need your full concentration at this time, just listen with your eyes open and return to experience the meditation with the replay and replay it as many times as you like. So, if it's safe to do so, gently close your eyes. Begin by taking that slow, deep breath in and release it softly, allowing your shoulders, your neck, your spine, all those parts of you just to relax and become really calm. And let your breath settle into a calm and natural rhythm. Now, imagine yourself in a peaceful place from your childhood or somewhere that just feels playful and safe. It could be a garden, a beach, a meadow, or a favourite spot from long ago. As you do this, notice the colours around you, the light, the sounds. Now, imagine your younger self appearing in this space, that child version of you, and look at them with kindness. Notice their curiosity, their openness, their ability to find joy in simple things. This part of you is still alive within your heart. So gently place your hand over your heart and imagine welcoming that younger self back into your energy. And say silently to yourself, I welcome softness. I allow ease into my life. It is safe to experience joy. And take one more deep breath in. Exhale gently, and when you're ready, slowly open your eyes if they are closed and return to your normal consciousness. So let's talk about the inner child and healing. When we talk about the inner child in spiritual work, we're referring to the emotional core of our being, the part that formed our earliest experiences of love, safety, creativity, and just belonging. Many adults carry stress and responsibility so heavily that the inner child becomes forgotten. But the inner child holds important gifts for all of us. Things like creativity, imagination, spontaneous joy and laughter, and curiosity about life. And when we reconnect with this part of ourselves, something beautiful happens. Life begins to feel lighter, not because problems disappear, but because we allow ourselves moments of genuine happiness again. And this beautiful card, Harmony, reminds us that nurturing this part of ourselves is not indulgent, it's actually essential for our well-being. And what about softness in this hard world at the moment? In times when the world feels intense or uncertain, many people instinctively harden themselves, like they put up a barrier just to protect themselves. And they become guarded, serious, focused only on survival. But Harmony teaches us a different approach. Softness is not weakness. Softness is strength and compassion. And when we allow sweetness back into our lives through kindness, creativity, nature, or connection, we restore balance to our nervous system and our emotional well-being. And small things can bring this energy back. Just listening to music that moves your heart, perhaps spending time with your pets, walking in nature, walking on the beach, in the forest, in the park, getting together and laughing with friends, or creating something just for the joy of it, not because you have to. These moments are not distractions from life. They are part of what keeps our spirit nourished. And of course, our animal companions are wonderful teachers of harmony. Animals naturally live in balance with their environment. They rest when they're tired. They play when they feel joyful. They respond honestly to their emotions without carrying unnecessary burdens. And when we spend time with animals, we often feel our own stress begin to dissolve. Their calm presence reminds us that life can be simple again, bringing forward that inner child. And they bring us back into rhythm with nature, which is a wonderful thing. And also in rhythm with our bodies and with being in the present moment. Now, many people discover that simply sitting quietly with their animal companion brings them back into emotional balance. This is the medicine of harmony. And of course, sometimes reconnecting with harmony also means exploring what may have pulled us away from it. And through my Spirit Talk journeys, holistic animal wellness, and quantum journeys hypnosis, I help people gently uncover the deeper patterns and emotional layers that may be affecting their well-being. These sessions can support you in reconnecting with your intuition, restoring balance in your energy, and strengthening the bond between you and your animal companions if that's what you're looking for. So if you feel drawn to explore this work further, you can learn more at holistic-health.au, and that's from anywhere in the world, where you will find links to all of my holistic modalities. And you're also welcome to reach out using the contact form. And I would love for you to do that just so we can connect and chat. It would be amazing. And also some news. In the coming weeks, I'll also be sharing new modalities, each with a different variation on healing therapies. And I've put these together myself in response to my clients asking for more. The first will be the living forest, which is based on forest or silvotherapy. And that goes back to forest bathing, all sorts of wonderful things. And that will be followed by the living waters therapy, which is a water-based therapy and blue space practice. You'll be able to find out more about that too. In the future, there will also be the living earth and the living air therapies. And you'll get those links on my website very soon. So the message of this week's card is beautifully simple. Harmony. May sweet and soft things find you. Life will always have moments of challenge, but it also holds moments of sweetness, quiet moments of beauty, connection, and joy that nourish the soul. And because harmony is not something we chase, it's something we allow, and allow it back into your life now. So thank you for joining me for this week's episode of Energy, Intuition, Transformation. And until next time, as always, have a blessed week. Stay open, stay kind to yourself, and allow the sweetness of life to find its way to you. Bye for now.